How we doing, everybody? It's me, Wilson. I'm here to give you a little bit of a tournament recap I had over this past weekend. I bowled in Delaware Bowlorama and had a team event, a five-man team. We bowled on a 42-foot pattern, um, 34 mils, about 6-to-1 ratio on this pattern. It wasn't too difficult, it wasn't too hard. So yeah, let me get right into this little bit of a tournament recap. In the background, you'll have like my shots I threw throughout the tournament. So hopefully you guys like these shots. But yeah, let's get back into the tournament recap. I started off with the crux that I just recently drilled, and it was pretty good to start. The first two frames I struck, and then the third frame I missed in and went 4 through the middle, and then the next frame I went 10 pin, missed it. I didn't practice 10 pin in practice, that's my fault. And then the next frame I got another 10 pin, made it, then 9 pin, and then I think I struck into the second one in the 10th, and I threw a horrible shot, like literally out the window, and got 8. But it is what it is. Overall, it was a pretty decent game. I shot 2-0. I think it could have been higher if I would have made the spare the first 10 pin I left, and the 4 count didn't help either on the double. So game 2, we stood with the crux. At the end of game 1, I'm sorry, I moved a couple left, and that seemed to look okay. So I stood with the crux going into game 2. I started off, I threw the ball amazing. I left a 4-9, and I'm telling you that was probably one of the best shots I did that yesterday. Sorry, not yesterday, over the weekend. And then the next frame I threw another really good shot in 7-10, and in my head I'm like, this is not the correct ball. That's if I'm throwing great shots like that and not striking. So I switched to the identity. I thought a cleaner piece, asymmetrical, because of how much mils there were, would be better. I struck, and then I was having a tough time over the weekend at pulling down the ball, getting a little quick on my backswing and pulling down on it. So the next shot I pulled down on it, went high. Then the next shot I threw it really well, and I struck, but it wasn't like a convincing strike. I thought it would have hooked back for more, so I threw it again on the right lane, and I felt like it was a really good shot, but never picked up, and almost left a 2-8-10. Luckily, only left a 2 pin, but I thought it was a really good shot. So I went back to my teammates, and I was like, "Hey guys, I think I threw the ball pretty good, and like it's just not seeing it." I was like, "Should I slow it down, or should I make a ball change to the idle?" And my teammate was like, "I think you should go to the idle." So I went to the idle, and I threw it well, and it was striking a decent amount. I'm not sure if it was the right ball, but I was in the hole, and I just didn't want to make it too big of an adjustment. And then in the 10th frame, I was stringing strikes, and I left a 10 pin, and that was just annoying. Like, I kept on leaving corners with that one, and then I switched to the attention stars too to see how that looked, and again just pulled down on it and just missed left. So I didn't go back to that. I went back to the idle game 3, and just carry was the worst. I went 10 pin, and I think 9 pin or something like that, or 7 pin the first 3 frames, and then I got a couple strings, and then I got a couple strikes, and then one shot I left another 10 pin, and the next shot I hit it harder, and I went 3, 6, 9, 10, and it was just not the right move, and I just stuck with the idle because it was late in the game. Finish it out with a nice 217, I believe, or 214, and it was an okay day. I feel like I left a lot of score out there with how good I was throwing it. Went plus 14, not horrible, but I mean, I was in the hole all day pretty much. I just could not strike, and it's just clearly I had bad ball reaction with throwing the wrong balls the whole time. I think I should have went to my physics blackout. It's a pearlized asymmetrical piece that has some surface on it. I think that would have been a little better, would have cleared the fronts a little better, and it gave me a little bit better motion back end with also have some carry. But you live and you learn. Just learn from this and move on. If you guys like this type of content, make sure you like the video, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below. I appreciate you guys. We're at, getting there in subscribers, so share the video if anything. But I appreciate you all. Have a good night and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Bye.